Hey Libra, what's up? Welcome to your reading. This is Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is a general reading. This may or may not resonate. If it doesn't, check out your other placements. Feel free to pick the sides that you resonate most with. If it's not your story, don't try to fit it in. And if you need a personal reading, all that information is going to be down in the description box below. Okay. The person you're dealing with, right? This person's feeling very left out by you. They're feeling very isolated. They want to reach out, but they're not being able to. They're not being able to communicate with you. However, they're holding back very strongly and they're holding on to you very strongly, both ways. But I feel here that this person out here is not giving up on you very easily. You, on the other hand, here, I feel you've put in a lot of work, a lot of effort in this connection, okay? And now it's come to a point where it's overburdening, very overwhelming out here, and you're releasing this burden. You're letting the stress go. You're putting an ending to this situation. You're just, no longer wanting to carry the burden of this relationship. This is something that from fun, from passionate, from loving, it became to something which was just a pile-on. I think you're ready to take action. You're in you're in that self-confidence mode out here, because with the Magician, I feel you're manifesting a lot of new opportunities in your life. Now, the new could be new opportunities in your career, in your goals, in your finances, business, or just new love out here, okay? But I feel you're in that place where you just feel very strong enough, where you feel you have everything that you need to make things happen in your life. You're probably in isolation all this while. You could have thought a lot about the situation, but you're coming out of that. You've had enough time to rest, and now you're ready to, more like that, rejoin the world, come out of the isolation mode, and ready to make shit happen in your life here. But yeah, when it comes to this connection here, you're dropping it. You're dropping it. You were the only one doing all this, right? You were the only one taking all this burden, and you've literally you've taken up the responsibility to make this relationship work out. This person out here has their guards up. That's their biggest problem out here. They have their guards up. They're so shut off. They have trust issues. They don't want to open up. They refuse to open their mouth. They refuse to communicate. They obsess about communication. They daydream about talking to you. But then, it's that codependent energy, that lack mentality, where they feel they're not good enough, or probably they fear rejection, or probably they have abandonment issues. Could have gone through something in the past, probably, this person out here, because of which they are so in that very low vibrational negative zone, okay, where probably they fear rejection. Maybe they've been rejected in the past out here, or they just can't stand rejection, something like that. But their guards are up. They're watching you. They're watching you drop them. Actually, they're watching you drop them, but they're like, you know what? No, I don't know if it's a good idea to approach Libra right now. You're in this full power right now. With the Magician here, you're stronger, and you have no doubt in you that you can not make anything happen. It's like, if I want something, I'm getting it. That's the kind of power you're in. And this person out here is complete opposite in that, that lack mentality. They lack self-love is also what I'm getting. This person needs to grow up. Maybe this person always expects you to pull them out of the rut. They expect you to reach out to them. They expect you to take care of them. They expect you to nurture them. They expect you to take care of the entire relationship, while they're like this little baby who needs help. This time, I don't think you're doing that. You're going to pursue what you're passionate about. But yeah, the cards are up. They're not letting you go, but they're not even completely giving into this connection. So it's like that. They're torn. What action will you take? What action will they take? I feel this person there's a lot of planning and brainstorming going on from this person's side here. They're thinking, planning, brainstorming, trying to get a lot of new ideas of how to approach you, but they're waiting for the right time to approach you. Till then, they're going to be shut off. Their heart chakra is blocked out here. You, on the other hand, here, I think you're very focused on your money, your security, your goals, etc. See, with the Queen of Wands here, that's why I said there are chances you're pursuing something which is very productive, something that you're very passionate about. Could be a hobby, could be a new business, could be, something that, could be socializing, whatever. But you're putting yourself out there. You could have been withdrawn from the society all this while, withdrawn from your friends, relatives, whatever, maybe. But I think now you're ready to put yourself out there, and you could be wanting to settle down. You could be wanting commitment, but it's more like you're not settling for anything less than this. If they don't come towards you with the right approach, or if they're scared, or they're fearing rejection, whatever, for you, it's like, what, your loss. I don't have time to waste. Let's see the outcome here. You're growing. You're growing. You have the growth and expansion on your side here, whilst this person out here is waiting and watching. This person's contemplating. Okay, they're in this wait and watch mode here. They don't want to jump in and take any action. They're gonna wait it out. See, with the Three of Wands here also, they're planning. It's like if this person wants to come to you with an approach, with an offer where you just cannot refuse, because they see you as very abundant. They see you as someone who's got a lot of confidence, a lot of suitors, with you. And with that magician energy, dude, you're unstoppable, is what I'd say. And this person out here is holding back only because they're not confident. I feel this person here is waiting for the right way. This person kind of procrastinates most of the time because they always want things perfect. They want to come towards you in a way where you cannot refuse, or in a way where, everything's perfect. And it's like they come towards you and you say a straight fucking yes. That's what it is. But anyways, regardless, you're doing you, whilst this person out here is just going to wait and watch. I think that you're not going to do anything from your side. You're just going to wait and watch, because this is a long-term investment from you. And I think you're just going to wait for the fruits of your labor. You're going to wait for something to come into fruition. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, you're still okay with it. Yeah, you're in this abundant energy where you're indirectly using the law of attraction. You're attracting this person back into your life, but in a way where this person grows up and does something about it, rather than just sit there, like be like a little baby where you always have to go ahead and pull them up or tell them, like overlook their faults. That's a very kiddish, immature person out here. But yeah, I guess you'll just have to wait for them to grow up. And once you enjoy your abundance, your nurturing, creative side of you, okay, I think your focus is you. This person does see you as very confident. I'm not gonna lie. They're pretty intimidated by you. They are intimidated by you, but they have that willpower to just hold on a little bit. Maybe they've gone through a lot in the past, because of which their guards are up. But they're up. The guards are up, and it's like, it's pretty tough for you to keep doing this with them over and over again, because instead of getting the results doing the same thing over and over again, you're just like, trying a different approach this time, which is just letting this person be, focusing on your abundance, focusing on your money, your goals, and wait for this person to make their way towards you. Okay, so that's what I have for you. Hope this reading resonates. Leave your comments below, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.